Logic.
I got a date with destiny. My heart says.
Welcome J babies and welcome back to another video. Yeah. So today guys we're gonna react to the mother who fell in love with her son. Yes. Let's get into the video. A lot of people out there crazy.
Algorithm, and if you haven't already, be sure to turn on all notifications so you always know whenever I upload a video. Thank you. Alright, so in today's video, I'm gonna be taking a look at this video that I actually talked about a while back in a video that I can't quite remember. To be honest, I don't even know if the video that I mentioned the story in is still public or private or not, but I'm pretty sure some of you will remember that I did mention this mother and son falling in love and having an incestuous relationship with each other, and then one of them or both going to jail because of it in Mexico. Excuse me, New Mexico. But for a little recap, the mother, she's 37 and her son is 20. She actually gave him up for adoption when he was born, and 18 years later, she met him again. They fell in love. They got into a very inappropriate relationship, and the local authorities in New Mexico found out about it because incest is actually illegal and it's not something you can actually do, even if you're a consenting adult. And they were actually court ordered to stay away from each other. But despite all that, the mother, as you can see in the left photo, and the son on the right, insist on being with each other because they're in love. Now, obviously, this is obvious mental illness. I mean, this just goes against all forms of biological programming. I mean, I could probably give the son a pass since he didn't really grow up with this woman. He doesn't even really recognize her as his mother and probably just sees her as any other woman on the planet. Although still disgusting, I can technically give him a pass, but not that big of a one. However, for the mother, this man literally came out of her womb. You know, she kind of incubated him for 9 months. Incubation is a funny word to describe this, but yeah, this is her biological son. You know, she was there when he was born, and she was, you know, probably one of the first people to see his face in the hospital. And ultimately, for whatever, you know, the situation was 18 years ago, she had to give him up for adoption. But now today, 18 years later, she somehow rekindled her relationship with him. They reconnected, and they basically got to form a type of love that they never got to have before. And not in a good way. I mean, I already showed this image before, you know, the mom and the son kissing. I mean, to some of you watching this video right now, it might be a big shock and you're probably disgusted by this, but for me, I'm just desensitized to a whole bunch of just stuff I've seen in my life, so this doesn't faze me at all, but I can understand if some of you are repulsed right now, you might want to turn your head. In any case, with that little recap out of the way, I think it's about time that I actually get into reacting to this video. Let's get into it.
Well, I told him it was at first I told Carlos that I'm sorry, I don't know how you're gonna react to this. I'm your mom and you're my son, and I am falling in love with him. He said, "Are you really?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "You know what?
I'm falling in love.
I was scared to let you know too. I am too."
And there he is. There's Carlos waving at his mom that he's supposedly in love with. I mean, I genuinely hope that this would be scripted, you know, just for the controversial, provocative entertainment that most things online usually are made for. But nah, man, this shit is actually real. Like, this dude is actually in love with his mom, who's probably in her 40s or 50s right now. I mean, just look at the dude's face. That's actual true love. Dude is really in love.
He was too falling in love with me, with his mom, and I was falling in love with my son. And then we ended up talking, and we took off to the park, and we ended up asked him, "Will you ever date your mom?" And he said, "Will you date your son?" I said, "Honest truth, yes, I would, because 19 years, you're the best thing that ever happened to me, and I really want to be with you the rest of my life." And I really want to be with them. It's kind of hard right now, but I don't care what people say, because we're going through a lot right now.
And you want to know what the sad thing is? It's the fact that this guy's mind will be tainted for the rest of his life, knowing that he was involved in a very intimate, mentally speaking and physically speaking, state with the mother who gave birth to him. And sometime in the future, I'm pretty sure he's going to regret what he's doing right now, because we all make mistakes, but some of us just don't realize how severe those mistakes are when we are doing them. But one day he's gonna look in the mirror, like how he's looking out through this window right now. He's gonna take a long, good look at himself and be completely disgusted. Hopefully.
We try to keep it a secret, but we couldn't do it no more because, you know, my other kids found out. At first, they didn't like it. Then they started liking it. They're accepting it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She's already stuttering it, and you can see her facial expressions. I'm pretty sure her kids do not fuck with this incestuous, whatever you want to call it, relationship at all. This is just completely weird. I mean, how would any of you listening to this video right now react if your mom came out saying that, well, honey, you have a long lost brother that I gave up for adoption when I was a teenager that I never told you about, and I recently found him again through the adoption agency, and you know, we met each other, we started talking, and we fell in love, and now pretty soon I want to get married to him, and he's gonna be your stepdad. How would you guys react to hearing that news? Like, if my mom honestly came to me with some BS like that, I'd probably have to disown her. I'd probably have to excommunicate her out of my life, because not only did you not tell me that I had a brother that you never told me about, but after 18 years of being disconnected from him, you fall in love with the dude, your own son, my brother. What kind of...
And my mom, my dad, my brothers, my family's accepting it now. This girl found out. She's across the street from me, and there's a big old fight started, and she called me. She told my son Joseph something and let me know across the street, and she told me I better watch my back because I'm being incest. I'm not being incest, and she was outside cussing me out, so I went and go get everybody out of my house, and she got her family. We got stabbed, beaten up, jumped. Ambulance showed up. It was me, Carlos, and the kid's uncle got stabbed because the incest.
All right, see the position that she's put her family in, because other people obviously don't agree with this nastiness. I mean, here's the thing. I don't believe they should have been jumped, beaten, stabbed, and all kinds of whatever happened to him and her and the kids and the rest of her family because of their incestuous relationship. And I don't think that's the proper way of trying to resolve these issues. However, there do need to be consequences and repercussions for participating in such demonic behavior. Obviously, it's illegal, so they have been court ordered to stay away from each other. Although I don't know if people are actually going to prison or jail for this stuff, since they are both consenting adults. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, based on the society that we're living in right now, if sooner or later, like 5 to 10 years from now, this stuff actually became legal. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, how can you really stop two adults from doing this kind of stuff if they really want to? I don't know, but these people definitely need God, Jesus, or Buddha, Allah, someone of a higher power to cleanse them of their sins.
So we went to the hospital, we got stitches, came back home, and on that side, her family didn't get arrested at all.
All right, that's kind of fucked up. So the cops are definitely in on it too. Damn, that's when you know you fucked up.
I've been going through a lot on the streets.
You're going through a lot
in the public, and it's kind of hard because it's public record here in Clovis.
She says she's been through a lot.
They can find out where I live and stuff, and
why is she crying?
This is going through a lot.
You know, it's kind of hard to feel sorry for her, although it's kind of sad, but the lady is literally crying about people publicly shaming her for being in a sexual relationship with her son. And rightfully so. Like, she should be shamed, and she should be crying because this is wrong. But it's obvious that she's been through some kind of trauma. She's probably been a drug addict or still is, and due to the one or other, or maybe even both combined, over the years has led her to this kind of perversion of being sexually attracted to the son that she gave birth to. I don't even know what happened to the son. How did he get to the point of finding her attractive in that sort of way? It's just two broken people wanting to be together, and it just so happens to be that they're related to each other. I mean, both of them definitely need to have some kind of deep psychological evaluation to understand the psyche of how they got to where they are right now. I mean, it'd be very interesting research to see why things like this happen. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the comment section for this video, as you may have predicted, is a bit brutal in the way that they are destroying this woman. Someone said, came out of his mom, now he back in his mom. Well, okay, that's kind of dark. Someone else said, I like how she's blurred in the beginning, but then they just said, fuck it. This girl named Brookie said, who else found out about this on TikTok? Of course, as we all know, TikTok has all the weirdest shit in the world. Someone named Emily said, this sounds dumb, but I was wondering if she gets pregnant, isn't she gonna be the mom and grandma? This other girl named Najid said, my son told me that he's in love with me. I will delete and make a new one. This other person named Ebony said, so when y'all break up, you still gonna consider him your son or your ex? Jaira said, we stand the neighbor across her. Oh my god. But yeah, as I'm scrolling through the comment section, basically everybody's just roasting her and the son, but primarily her, because I guess she's older and more experienced and she's the mother, and she should be the one who would be saying no to this relationship if her own son came to her with this kind of nonsense. But yeah, obviously she's with it 100%. And do I feel sorry for her? Not at all, to be honest. She should know better, but clearly she's lonely. She has no other options, and her son to her was probably the next best thing. In any case, this story is wild, but let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Be sure to like the video, be sure to share the video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications if you're new. But with that being said, thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support, and yeah, until next time, don't be weird and stay safe out there.
Imagine being into a romantic relationship with your parents. Guys, this is the end of this video. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to drop a like, comment. I want to read your guys' comment. I'm not seeing no comment. Why is it I'm not reading no comment? I want to read your comment. Please comment what you want me to do next. I'm willing to do it, no caps. Well, without that, bye guys.